Hello everyone. Today I will introduce to you a new C++ program using a manual linked list, which is a small part of homework I am doing for my data structure course. Let me show you how nodes simply work. Here we have the node.h, which is the header file, and of course I'm gonna create a class for the node. I call it the link node. Of course I'm making a constructor here which is empty. It doesn't take no argument and it doesn't do anything actually, and there is a function that gives the next, which is give you back the next pointer, which is pointing to the next node. And there is void function for set next, just to make the pointer point to the next node. What I do here, it takes one argument as the address of the node or a pointer to a node, and then assign it to the next pointer. And there's of course there's a double length node. What I'm doing right now is double length node. That's I get like there is a next pointer and there is a previous pointer. That like each node is pointing to the next node or to the previous node. That's using get and set. And there is like each node, I made each node holds one data, which is, let's say it's an integer, as I do here. So in the private I have a pointer that points to points to the next node, and there is another pointer that points to the previous node. That's just a simple, let's say a simple program. That's just the beginning. And here in the node.cpp, which actually I implement all the function on the header file. I supposed to make like 3 files, one for the header file, the second one is node.cpp, and the third one is like a demo for how to use it, but I just combine it in 2 files. The second file is the main function. I create 3 nodes, and then I set each node data as like as a wish, 10, 20, 30 for each node, and I make the first node point to the next node, which is node 2, and I make node 1 points to a null pointer. That means like it doesn't point to anything. Well, I make null here because I actually define it, or is defined before that, is defined as 0, and if it's not defined you can define it using this code right here, which is define null to 0. And then of course I make the node 2 points to node 3, and node 2, the next node will like points to the next node, which is node 3, and node 2 pointer, the previous pointer, points to the first node. It's like connected from both sides. And for the third one I make the next pointer points to nothing, and the previous pointer points to the node before that, which is node 2. Now what I did here is just like a normally I get the data from the first node and the second node and the third node as well, but on this one I link them together, because I link them together so I can actually get the data from the next node from the previous one, using the previous one. Let's say I want to get the data from node 2 using node 1. So what I have to do is I get the object, and then I call the next pointer. The next pointer get next will return me the address of the next node, and using the address of the next node, the pointer that points to the next node will get me the data from that node. And for the second one as well, I get like use from 1 I went through 2, and then for next I use next again, so I get to the second, and then I get the third one, and I get the data from the third one. And when I run the program right here, That's what I get. This is the data from the first node, 10, 20, 30, from the third one. And through node 1 we get to the node 2, which is 20. So the node 2 holds a value of 20, so we got it through 1. And then we got the third one through 1 and 2. It's like I make 1 points to 2 and then 2 points to 3, so I get the data from the third one. And that's all. Thank you for watching.